1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday to my Geminis, blessed Geminis. Happy birthday to all my Geminis, sexy Geminis. Oh, happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy and don't ever forget intelligent, quick with the wit and the talk, your Geminis. Happy birthday is for you and only for you, Geminis. My goodness, what this thing gonna do? I heard you guys say we're gonna start this thing off right. Tonight. I'm gonna start this thing off right. That's what I heard. Some of my Geminis got some go-go in the blood. The go-go bird. Something going on, I'm hearing. Happy birthday to you, Geminis, from the door to the floor. You guys, thank you for all of your support to this channel. You know, all of my subscribe and unsubscribe and the peace lovers of the world. I love you guys, okay? That's boy or girl. You hear me? I love you guys, and happy Pride for some of you guys, for sure. Now, Geminis, let me tell you guys, open your eyes. There are only 2 days you don't have to worry about. That's yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday is history, and sweetheart, tomorrow's a mystery. Your day is today, all freaking day. You hear me? You shall get things turning in your favor, in your way. I'm hearing a lot of you guys are going to get your way today, okay? That's what I'm hearing from the door, all right? From the spiritual gateway is what I'm hearing. Also, I need to let you guys know that you are not a circumstance, accident, or coincidence. You guys are here for a reason. A lot of you guys need to know that you are a mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet. All right? I say that because the higher realms pointed it out to me that word could be no other word than planet. And it's simply so you guys will know that you are planned. All right? That word planet says you are planned. The last 2 letters of that word planet is ET though, and it says until the end of times. Now, a lot of you guys, unbeknownst to you, need to realize that you have been living the ET life all your life. Some of you guys have been an ET husband and an ET wife. What I mean by that, I mean you have been E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. Which will create a godlike synergy. Did I stutter? I don't want to give you some butter. Now, those of you who don't know, all right, this is not a religious mofo. All right, this is not a religious channel, okay? When I say God, I mean God in every single way. Good only direction, great outdoors, gratitude over depression. You hear me? All right, I'm talking about your spiritual choice and selection. A lot of you guys have that synergy. Now, what I mean by that is the higher realms actually, commends you. All right, on the broader things that you guys, unbeknownst, do not even have a clue of what you do. You know how you think, okay, I'm going to let this person just go in front of me in line. But you don't realize you changed that person's life. You changed that person's mind for a lifetime. Because you showed them the truth to the roof. You showed them love. It doesn't matter how big or how small. And I just want to say that. So some of you guys did let somebody in front of you in the line. And that made a big difference to who they are and who they have become. And guess what? Generationals behind them. And I'm talking about, their family alone right now before we, talk about how much you guys have been really executing, living the ET life. Some of you guys let someone in front of you in a line that this is why you were grown. Someone that they thought you were paying them no mind. Some of you guys sensed it. They need to go before me. You don't know that they have family that they're trying to get back to that's very ill. You don't know they have a child that they left at home and they only have a certain time to get there. Because some law requires 3 to 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the child age or whatever can be left alone. Some require, 3 to 4 hours, an hour, or whatever, depending on where they are. You don't know that person's business, Geminis. However, your spirit recognizes, I'm going to allow this person to go in front of me. And believe it or not, when you did that, not only did you combat that low vibe energy, you guys created long spiritual revenue that you never knew. Okay, longevity spiritual revenue that you never knew. Because some of you guys, you got. I don't know, but I found these results. Wait a minute, you guys. Yeah, I don't know what that was. They started talking. So, what I need to tell you guys is, you have a beautiful spiritual bank. Something didn't want me to tell you that. That was confirmation. Hold up, we're gonna take that as confirmation. Because my animated objects does not start talking for no reason. That was confirmation. A lot of you guys have a spiritual bank with significant, unsurmountable type of rank. Oh, you guys have a spiritual bank. I can't make it up. So you guys tapped into unbeknownst spiritual revenue that was unapologetically due to you. Doing what you guys were unbeknownst put here to do. I can't make it up. I just can't make this stuff up. So, great job. And you guys are being highly commended for it. I don't know why I'm getting, some of you guys went through HE doubles, hockey sticks as a child with your hair. Something with your hair. Some of you guys, you did do, now this is not for all my Geminis, but this energy is coming out to let you know that the higher realms, sees you, know you, hear you, feel you, know. You guys know that you know. However, the bottom line is some of you guys suffered some hair loss, breakage as a child. It was due to some, it was using someone else's, hair combs or stuff like that. Some of you guys were using someone else's hairbrush, comb, or something like that. And you learned real early as a child not to do so. Because you had that, you contracted some type of hair stuff. And like I'm seeing that, like hair dandruff. Like some of you guys contracted that, like real severe, hair damage and dandruff from using someone else's, hair products, which was brush or comb or something like that as a child. Some of you guys went through HE double hockey stick, just trying to, maintain that for a little while in your childhood. I'm seeing 7, 8, 9 years old or something like that. I'm seeing third, fourth grade or something like that. And being teased, stuff like that. It was not appeased, of course, but being teased is what I'm hearing and seeing. That's for some of you guys. A lot of you guys are somehow nail biters, and it's a very slim few of you guys that are cutters. I am seeing some of my Geminis, a small, minute few. It's like 30% are cutters. And that really hurts, Some of you guys are cutters. You're emotional magnets almost that require, that actually spins out of control into you guys being cutters. A lot of you guys take on a lot of people's emotions just indirectly and directly, and oh my gosh, you know what I mean? And all of this input in your spirit, is like the only way you find an outlet is to cut. Some of you guys think that when you cut, you're letting this energy out. However, it's more safe. It's a safe way to do so. You write about, you can burn. You know what I'm saying? Once you write it, you burn, you let it go in the burning of it. You write it down as the past. You list that as the past, or title it Let Go. You know what I'm saying? Now. All right? And just burn it. You know what I'm saying? And let it go now. You know what I'm saying? So I got some small majority of you guys, a small minority of you guys that are majority. Ooh, some corporate. So yeah, and some of you guys are corporate cutters. Some of you guys are in corporate fields and are cutters. Geminis. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You guys are really internalizing surface things, in other people's energies. Okay, now, this is suggested in every way. Some of you guys, it is worth, when it gets to the cutting level, it's worth to seek, professional. It's worth that type of professional, okay? It's definitely worth that, okay? That's a major suggestion, okay? In every way. Yeah, because you guys have spiritual bank, man. This is so beautiful. Gemini. Geminis. Talking to a lot of Geminis who wear size 8.5, 9 shoe. Talking to a lot of Geminis who are 5, 6 to 9. I'm seeing 5'6" to 5'8", 5'9". Some of you guys go all the way up to 5'9", 5'8". That's what I'm hearing. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, so Geminis, that's the way you guys can put that emotional stress to rest. Write it down and title it, Let Go Now, or something like that. I spiritually let go now, you know what I mean? Or something of that nature, just to let it go, because it does not belong to you. And some of you guys, are you familiar with the serenity prayer? I'm going to share this and then move on. It's God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And what that does is simply allows you guys to know the wisdom to know the difference. Because a lot of people think that they're supposed to be in my lane, or they think that they're supposed to be in your lane by nature. They just insert themselves, oh, well, that's not what it is. And she wasn't talking to you. So it doesn't matter what it is, you know what I mean? Or he wasn't talking to you. However, you inserted yourself. And this is how, you befool you. You know what I'm saying? Or you begot you. You know what I'm saying? and on a different level though, where it's very concerning. So if you can say that serenity prayer, that will definitely help a lot, because the courage to change the things that I can, which is how I feel about what other people are doing, and how I think they should do. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, which is other people and what they are doing. The things that I can change is how I feel about what they're doing or not doing. And the wisdom to know the difference. Is that my business? Is that my business to worry about how you feel about me? For real, Geminis. Is that my business? No, it's not my business. Is that my business to worry about how you feel about this, that, and the third? No. Unless you're my child. You know what I'm saying? And then even that is a cutoff notice. Because after a certain time, you got to mind your business as your child grows and becomes an adult. It has to be a level of respect. Somewhere is the way I operate, the way I see it. So, if you guys want to carry it on, that's fine, but that's extra. You know what I mean? That's extra. Read all about it. What we do is we instill enough in them while they're little people that they can sustain to be a bigger person and to face life on life terms, because that's all this is about, is punks out here that can't face life on life terms. They can't face the fact that they can't get this man or woman. They can't face the fact that they can't get this, that, and the third. They can't face the fact that they have to, whatever it is. They can't face the fact that, a lot of their wants are just not wanting them back. You know what I'm saying? So you guys cannot be in that era, because that will give you a life of lack. And I'm talking people with stacks of money and still lack common sense. That's still lack. And that's lack at the highest form. So all I'm saying, Geminis, is, if you can, you know what I'm saying, like, talk to the professionals about that instead of cutting, because that's a huge thing. It even hurts my heart to hear it and think about it and see. So you guys need to know that you are a mass key component to this whole divine plan, on this beautiful divine planet. And a lot of you guys have already planted some beautiful seeds out there in this world, Oh, yes, you have. All right? And the higher realms want you to know that life is our soul's mission. It is not a competition. Some people wishing you think it's a competition. All right? But the higher realms employ something inside of you called your beautiful intuition. And that intuition keeps you connected spiritually to your spiritual GPS, which stands for the gods or your guides, or simply God pointing you to the next step of origin. The acronym for STEP is STEP, which is a solution to every problem. Now, having that said, the higher realms always want you to know that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that just happens. All right? That's why we take a moment and step back and say, wait a minute, am I part of the solution? Well, that must mean I'm part of the problem here. All right? And the higher realms wants you to embrace your intuition, my dear. If you can trust your intuition, you can begin to see without sight. People always scratch their head when they see the blind man or the blind woman walking around and getting around day or night. All right? And yes, you do have a lot of people in secret competition. You might have that dressed up garbage can man, yeah. And that $500 hat on that 50-cent head out there trying to go to bed, you know what I'm saying, with you. All right. Then you got that other last one with all the degrees more than a thermometer, but always trying to find out what you want to do or what you gonna do about this. You know what I'm saying? That and the third, because that's their way of solving their problem. So what would you do about this? However, that's okay, because they're on their journey, their way. All right? So we leave it as that. You guys, you're getting a spiritual pat on the back for being the authentic you. Okay? Okay. Some of you guys have a unique left boob. I don't know what that is saying. Something about... I ain't gonna leave that alone. So you guys know what I'm saying, right? Oh, man. Yeah. Some of you guys look like, I don't know, on the left boob side, look like an extra nipple or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. And it's making me joke. I don't know why I'm joking. Anywho, that's what I'm getting. So the higher realms might give you guys significance and, glimpses to who you are and things of that nature. That's what I'm getting, Geminis, for you guys. So recognize, along with that, the higher realms, realize that the higher realms can't speak to you guys through the burning bush anymore because, yeah, that's right, the fire department, the EMTs, and all the standbyers and be pointing like, what is going on? The bird just burning, get away, we're here to help you. And you're like, wait a minute, now I'm trying to have a moment with God. What is wrong with these people? So the higher realms recognize no more burning bushes at this time. However, the higher realms speaks through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. That's your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. And all the codes on your body, because a lot of you have codes on your body. Not to mention your palm and your feet. You know what I'm saying, as well. A lot of you guys have significant messages on your body. I can't make it out. Okay, so now, I don't know why I heard you guys say details, like, details, intel, do tell, or something of that nature. Yeah, a lot of you guys have specific messages on your body. You have like hair in places that you think is related to DNA. However, it's not. It's related to your spiritual DNA. A lot of you guys think it's the physical. However, spiritual do manifest in physical form. That's why you pray to the spiritual realm for something to materialize. However, this has a lot to do with your spiritual DNA. A lot of you guys have hairs in places where it has a lot to do with your spiritual DNA. That's what I need to say. It has a lot to do with something hyper protected in that way. So where you have the selection of hair that you understand why it grow there, maybe my pop, maybe my uncle, something like that, is like, that is a place where it's most protected, okay? And it's something about where your strength lies. A lot of you guys have, strong hands. You don't understand why certain things, like why hairs are, around your hands or something weird. You're like, maybe it's my DNA, or maybe it's something of that nature. It's some hairy spot that's your most strength place, okay? Some of you guys have a mole on your cheek. That is the cutest mole I've ever seen in my life. And I'm seeing it on the right side. Some of you guys have a mole on your cheek. That is the cutest darn mole. And believe it, I've never seen it. So the higher realms is just showing it to me right now. So some of you guys really are beautiful inside and out. Don't let nobody take that, So the bottom line is, you guys, the numbers here are 610. That's your number sign. That is your birthright number, 610. Okay? And some of you guys, I don't know, you receive this money in every way. 6,100, something like whatever dollars. Some of you guys receive it and didn't even know that it was your birthright. of money, right? I don't know. So that's what I'm seeing. Shout out to those who are 61. And shout out to those who are 6'1". Like I said, some of you guys are very tall who I'm speaking with. Not very tall, but taller than myself. Okay? So that thing there, that's what I was getting. I'm feeling that. So somebody is also 6'1". And shout out to those who are 61 years old. And shout out to those who have a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old. Congratulations. All right. They say, congratulations. I thought it would have been me. Congratulations. I'm glad it's not me. Right now in this time of my life. But however, congratulations, because me and somebody was talking on the phone about how expensive these baby things are. My friend said, my dear friend said that they went in a baby aisle and they just felt like leaving $10 on the daggone shelf because they looked at them Pampers and said, what? The price of this thing here? They seen Pampers that was like $44, and it was Pampers. So they were like, man, I just felt like leaving $10 on the shelf or something, that they couldn't even leave that aisle because they were fighting with themselves. It was a beautiful thing though. Anywho, it's really ridiculous out there with that type of pricing. I don't know what they doing. What they making them out of? Pure diamond? I don't know. But the bottom line is, and let me be quiet about them diamonds. Okay. So yeah, oh yes, you guys are 610. When the higher realms are speaking to you guys through your birthright number 6, the higher realms want you to realize that you will persevere. And the higher realms said, please expect nothing less than the best from your birth time here. Because a lot of you guys need to know it took the higher realms 6 days to make this world. On the Sabbath day, the higher realms rest, right? Okay, so you guys are perfect in every way. You have like this perfect vibration and frequency. That's why everything comes to you in such a way. And the higher realms are saying you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now, shout out, you guys. Distractions are sent to dis your actions. The higher realms told me through meditations a long time ago that distractions are sent to dis your actions. Now, these distractions can come in every form: solid liquids or glass, people, places, and things. Did I stutter out on my? I give you some butter? No, indeedy, sweetie. All right? It can be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be pills, it could be pop, it could be meth, it could be this, it could be that, and the third, the bottom line. Distractions, right, are sent to dis your actions. You guys will persevere. Just make that clear, okay? This number 1 is so powerful. The next number, the number 1, because first of all, oh my God, you guys. Let me just go ahead and talk about your number 10, okay? When the higher realms speak to you through your birthright number 10, the higher realms is telling you guys to move forward with the confidence from within, because the higher realms have placed you with confidence from within. A lot of you guys have the confidence in this lifetime to end cycles, to physically end cycles now. So now I understand why I told you guys to burn it. To write and burn it. Burn all of these things that you not no more, okay? That you are not anymore, okay? Burn it. And burn the things that ail you and title it the past, and you let go of it now, all right? And burn it, all right? And feel the energy of it, because it's not something that you want to hang on to, because in this lifetime the higher realms is showing you through your birthright number 10 that you have to physically end things in this lifetime that you carried from previous lifetimes. All right? Yeah, that's why in this lifetime you hear more than ever, let go, and then you hear sometimes, let go and let God. Because if you do not let go, these things linger on. That's why a lot of people in this lifetime, they actually marry their past life enemy, because of the convenience. Oh yeah, it feels so familiar until it feels too familiar. You know what I mean? And now there's a divorce. That's another reason why a lot of people got divorced, because they didn't realize they were marrying their past life enemy that followed them in this lifetime, and they actually said it to themselves. Oh, I'm going to, and then by you keeping it like, oh, that's, taking it and keeping it, both of you guys holding on to something that went actually into this lifetime. So a lot of people in this lifetime get married to their past life enemy and don't know why. It felt so convenient in the first place, and then guess what? The truth is the truth. You can't undeny the truth, because the truth is going to be right there. It's going to show up and show out. So that's what I see. And the higher realms are telling you guys this number 10 is for you guys to recognize that there will be physically endings in this lifetime. Bottom line. All right. And that number 1 was never meant to be a number. The number 1 in ancient times represented God, the beginning. It represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. Okay. In every way. The number 1 was never meant to be a number, because numbers are meant to be plural. And that number 1 represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. A lot of you guys need to know that you are alpha males and alpha females from the very beginning. And that 0 represents Omega, the end. God, the Omega, the end. In that number 10. So a lot of you guys are here to persevere from the beginning to the end. As long as you guys do not get distracted, the higher realms want you to use that confidence that the higher realms place from within for you guys. And that 6 + 1 = 7. So we must identify the number 7 as your birthright as well. Because the higher realms said that you guys are not getting your rest through that number 7. Because remember I told you the higher realms rest on the Sabbath day. So the higher realms are saying the higher realms want you to get your rest in every way. Even if it's down to just the hours of your birthright. 6 + 1 = 7. All right. The higher realms are saying get your rest, because hence the 7, the Sabbath day. A lot of you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys signed up to have this human experience here. 7 is a multidimensional spiritual number. A lot of you guys are connected to the 7th level of heaven. I can't make that up. Okay. The 7th dimensional level of heaven, all right, which requires you guys to come here with a lot of patience towards others. That's why some people say, girl, God, come on, let's get away from this person. You got too much patience for them. Get away from them. Things of that nature. So a lot of you guys were accused of being too patient sometimes. However, that is your birthright number, and that's who you are and whose you are. And through the number 7 birthright, the higher realms is telling you guys that you will overcome all these obstacles and realize success. Why? Because the angels are happy with the choices you made in your physical form along your spiritual journey here. Okay? That is you guys in every way. I can't make it up. That's your birthright in its totality. 6 + 1 = 7 + 0 = 7. You know what I mean? So that is going on and going down in Gemini town. I don't know, Geminis. I heard Angelica, Margarina, Aunt Marjorie. I heard Tyndale, Tisdale, Leonard, Ambina, Edwina, Wendell, Tisha, Argina, Argel, Luina, Luzila or Luzille? Lazilia. Okay. Somebody's being cremated today as well, is what I'm hearing, you guys, and my condolences. That's coming out right now. Amy, wishes. Best wishes. All right. Amy, best wishes to you is coming through. Erlago. Alonzo. Something about carpal tunnel. For some of you guys, carpal tunnel. And somebody had a dying wish that had gangrene in the leg. And that's like a gentleman. Or gentle person. It could be a gentlewoman, gentleman type of energy. I'm getting gentleman. Okay, something about red hair. And a smile. Something about the smile, beautiful smile or something like that. Or they enjoyed your smile or you love their smile. Okay? It's something in regards to cannabis. So whoever this person is, they had to take cannabis. They had red hair. They had to take cannabis, like prescription cannabis the last few years. It's something about that leg, like I said, gangrene of the leg. And they wanted you to know, or they saying somebody is an imposter. I'm getting this, like I'm just channeling you guys what I'm getting. Imposter. Somebody suffers from imposter. And some of you guys already know who it is. It's a cousin that's really figmentation in their mind of being something else or someone else or something of that nature. They cannot be themselves. So they have this imposter-ism type of thing. They don't have like people would look and maybe say multiple personality, but they have imposters, some type of imposterism. The higher realms is giving me that download. They have imposter syndrome. Ooh, I didn't even know that. I'll try to look that up and put that in there and tell you guys what that means. But to me, it means somebody's trying to, be something they're not. And it's weird because the higher realms are saying whoever has this is very non-negotiable. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's non-negotiable. End of story. I heard something about your welfare, your welfare, your welfare, your spiritual welfare is showing that you guys are really compliments from the higher realms. And a lot of you guys feel like your baby is a compliment from the higher realms here. And some of you guys, your babies just took the first steps. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. And it's like you feel like new money because you're like, yeah, I knew it could walk. Some of you guys are all on that timely thing that they give, like when the baby's supposed to do this. Your baby gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it, just like grown adults. You know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna put the alcohol down, they never put it down. Whether you think they're going to do something and stop being whatever, they get past adult, they're going to do what they want to do, same as babies, okay? But some of you guys were really holding to that timeline, like, oh, my baby walk. And somebody right now, they're using it as an alibi, not to be comic or anything like that, but it's just like, they're like, because it's my side of the family, the alibi is them, like they're the reason, or because they did it, or they're the reason for... Something like that. Somebody is taking the credit for your baby walking. They ain't giving you no credit whatsoever. Did I stutter? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. And overall, you guys know that this is a compliment from the higher realms. Some of you guys may have heard your baby will never walk or something of that nature is what I'm hearing. And some of you guys, maybe have thought, for others of you guys, that you may not ever, come back from a situation that you can't come back from. So a lot of you guys are taking small steps to get to where you need to be at this time. And that is your, energy, some of you guys recognize that you too, you actually, by doing these small things, you guys are actually saying thank you to the higher realms each time. You know how gratitude is, people don't realize it's an action word. A lot of you guys are utilizing that action, okay? You may have had past karmic workplace, but that's no more. And it's due to the fact that you guys are emotionally stable. You recognize who you are. You spiritually complement the higher realms, all right? And you guys are constantly taking, micro steps to get better is what I see, okay? I see somebody right here, though, that is weird, okay? I don't know why I see this person. They think you don't see them, okay? It's coming off like somebody that you guys may have cut off somebody you guys may have cut off in the past, like major. And I don't know. It's a he, she, or just a she, he. You know what I'm saying, you guys. And I recognize happy Pride Month to those of you guys. It's a dominant individual here that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that really think you can't see what's buffoonery. You know, I don't know. They're doing like black magic. They're doing death magic. They're doing accident magic. They're doing, they think they're the godfather of soul train. And they think you don't see a thing, okay? Yeah. So the whole time they trying to, keep our eyes on you and watch you and see if their little Jubidoo has something to do. You guys are really living legend soldiers here. So a lot of you guys are living legends, and you know what I'm talking about because you come from where you come from, and you be what you be, and you are who you are, and you stand in that in its totality. So that is what I'm seeing. The higher realms are saying you guys are true, unique soldiers. All right. So I don't know what this person is trying to do. You guys already been through the fire, and you've been true, tried and true. All right. That's what your generational wealth is going to ignite. It's going to ignite that, spiritual connection to you. So a lot of you guys have generational wealth, health, and love. So you will have everything that the higher realms have incorporated in your life and above. This person here is mysteriously, see, they had some things, all right, and they don't realize that their low vibe behavior push those things away. Not even person, place, or things want to be next to a wicked. I'm not gonna lie, next to a snake. Some things really have to go. You ever be like, oh man, you lost your cross? Oh man, you lost your this. You know what I'm saying? You lost your emblem. What? Oh wow. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because they are going through a lot of losses at this time. They are losing a lot. And it's all because of their, low vibe competition, malicious type of behavior. The higher realms saying, for real, you ain't got to look over your shoulder. The higher realms got them. All right. With a spiritual low jack is all I heard. I heard spiritual low jack. Yeah, because these people are mentally and spiritually unstable. The higher realms got you guys back. They're heavy drinkers, and you'll know who they are. They're heavy drinkers, okay, here. They always have a little bit of money. They don't have anything to put in to make something happen. They're heavy drinkers. They're heavy smokers, okay? And they're mentally immature and incompetent, and that's all they have to offer. So some of you guys, it's a more of a he type of thing. And to the males out there, Geminis, you better watch out for this other woman because they are doing some snake stuff. They're doing black magic on your penis. Excuse me, you guys. Did I say that word? I hope that's scratched out. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They're doing something here, and that's not legit because they are who they're, recognizing with, okay? This is it. 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 And I slipped and said the word. But the bottom line is hopefully that's not, something that YouTube is whatever. But I gotta tell it what it is because this is not right, you guys. This is not right. Yeah, this is not right. So far, that's what I see. All right. I see this in its entirety. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a suggestion for you guys, okay, about this. Yeah, for most of you guys, this cycle is coming. It's really complete from within for you. It's just for them. They are shocked. They were once upon like a new level of a low vibe type, a new what. But the bottom line is, they really are going through heartbreak because they really thought for some reason you guys were their soulmate, okay? and you broke their heart. They really are sad because you guys cut them off in such a big way. But the bottom line is, this person is not your soulmate or your twin flame, is what I see here. And they are mourning the loss of you, and they don't like the way you took flight. You know what I'm saying? Because you was like, man, I got to go, right? But the bottom line is, this situation looks like that part is very much complete. However, the completion is this person with a broken heart, sad, feeling lost, grieving, going through, right? And they think that equal a new level of devil for you, but it does not. It equal completion, because you are through, and all the way through. Bottom line. So the higher realms saying continue to do and be the best that you do. And just remember, you are a compliment to the higher realms, and continue to take your little, micro steps to be who you are. And yeah, that is that. I gotta tell you guys, I heard Marjorie again, but you guys have grandparents, and you guys keep them dear in your heart, and they keep popping up, and they keep applauding you. They keep telling you, getting closer and closer to your north node. You guys are getting closer and closer to your north node. A lot of you guys are getting closer and closer to your north node. Why? Because a lot of you guys recognize that this humility is awareness of a higher power, a higher spirit. Humility is awareness of God, is what I see. And a lot of you guys have experienced some humility, a level of it. Now the higher realms are telling you guys to, whenever you need to, make sure you verify before you live someone else's lie. And the higher realms is showing me that you guys are definitely energetically whole at this time. Some of you guys have a connection with a triangle, or maybe you have a triangle tattoo, a triangle something with the some of you guys are a master manifestor. Some of you guys manifested your home here, or the grandparents left you the home here. You guys are energetically whole. That's what I see. And wow, the higher realm is thanking you, and your grandparents are here to see you through. They want you to know, first of all, the acronym for death is DEATH, simply a person who did everything appointed to him or her in this lifetime. They did what they came to do. All right. And they are smiling from heaven upon you, is what I say, especially this grandmother. Okay. Yeah, she said it is the right time to get your home. Some of you guys to own your own home. For some of you guys, it was the right time for you to own your own home. Or some of you guys, it is the right time now, because home is here, and you're closer and closer to that north node, and being energetically whole is showing off here. Yeah. A lot of you guys will have that address attest to that fact of your new address. And guess what? I see a lot of people going to be calling you guys a BITCH. And on this channel, a BITCH simply means be a person who is being in total control of him or herself. I can't make this up, because you guys are really, like using your tunnel vision here. Oh, that's so clear. Now, others of you may have experienced a 12-step program, I see, in the past for some of you guys. And it gave you new eyes and new ideas. And, yeah. However, the higher realms is telling you guys right now, when you really simply don't know what to do, it's okay to do nothing at the moment until you get further instruction, okay? So when you don't know what to do, it's okay to do nothing. Some people get mad and start attacking people. But the bottom line is, make sure you guys know that you know, okay? Some of you guys have a financial settlement. Some of you guys may win a lottery here. And you're going to ask out some friends when you do. Some of you guys, I don't know what that's about. I didn't know you do that, Gemini. But some of the friends going to have to go. Well, because, they're going to come up with their woes. I need this, I need that, and all this stuff or whatever. Yeah, the higher realms want you to please stop comparing your outsides to their insides at this time. And that's what I'm getting. That's what they're telling you guys, okay? And please verify before you live their lie. It's something going on that someone has been lying, and obviously it's that snake that we talked about, okay? Because a lot of you guys, they see you headed to your north node financially. They see you headed to your north. They've seen all of those steps you were taking towards, for a lot of you guys, getting new home, getting new finances and things of that nature. And they still had nothing to add to the table but the same old chaos and confusion. Because some people are the actual energy of chaos and confusion, right? I can't make it up. All right, you guys, I'm going to see if I can get one more message for you guys, and that will be it from the Love You Divine Tarot channel. One message to take away, okay? Your angels want you to trust your guidance, trust your aha moments, trust the intuition that you receive, the ideas, because a lot of you guys have this ancestors that's not playing. All right, not playing with you guys. Some of you guys have the ancestor necklace on. However, you guys need to know that ancestor spirit is not letting go. You guys are heavily connected to your lineage and your family. They're telling you guys that family wounds or patterns can be healed now. And that's what this means, okay? So trust your intuition in every single way, because you guys, you're naturally born with the strength. They're telling you guys that everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous to this point. And that's why they're telling you, yes, trust the strength that you have. Because this is the time right now, Geminis, for enjoying your achievements, rewards, and prosperity. The situation develops calmly and allows you to appreciate your happiness now, okay? It gently transforms the situation so that you're given an ideal frame of mind, a necessity for any truth, okay? So you guys are going to have a spiritual sense to trust oneself, because I see a lot of strength here, and that is very clear. I hope that made sense. Geminis, this is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be good to yourself and to others, and within one.